Dear Hamza, I have been accused of rape. This is going to be a hard one to write. Before I start, I will say I did not do this, and if police got involved, I have enough to prove me innocent. Good. So I'll try to keep this short. A month ago, I started a college course. I had recently finished watching a lot of the guides in this community, and of course, I was going to implement them in this environment. Luckily, there was quite a few girls I thought looked nice in the class, so I got numbers, started flirting with a couple at the same time, taking on a few dates. It was going well. Basically, what he's saying is, inside of this community that we're in right now, this is like my paid group. I've made a bunch of courses, like programs on like how to be better at like dating girls and stuff. So he's been using some of the advice there. Flashback 2 weeks. One of the girls messages me on WhatsApp. This is one of the less good-looking girls. One I wouldn't consider a situationship with, and we'll call her Jessica. Jessica messages a simple, "Hi, is this Anton?" Here comes mistake number one. I messaged back and I kept the conversation short, sweet, and friendly. It was evident by the text that this girl liked me. I felt otherwise. Another week goes by where I don't really interact with Jessica. However, she was watching my every move. She noticed I was going for multiple girls at the same time and flirting with them in class. And she has no right to be sort of offensive to you for that. You know, she has every right to not be interested in a guy who's speaking to multiple girls. But if she's going to do something crazy because you're like a bit of a player, that seems unfair because, bro, truthfully, a lot of girls are also players. Like a lot of girls, you know, if they see you texting 3 girls at once, they'll be like, "Oh, what? You're a player." A lot of girls are texting like 20 guys per month. I know that sounds crazy, but like I swear to God, even like good girls these days, if you genuinely look through their Snapchat, Instagram, and text messages, I swear to God, they've been texting 20 plus guys in the last month alone. And honestly, a lot of girls do this even when they've got a boyfriend as well. They're just in text conversations with so many guys. So a lot of girls will shame you when you're single for speaking to multiple girls. You have to discover your own values. But for me personally, I think that if you're a young man and you're single, it makes more sense for you to go with more of like the shotgun method to speak to loads of girls because you don't know which one you're going to actually like, you know, have anything with, compared to just having this singular focus on one girl and then being absolutely crushed when things don't go well with her. Like that's the sort of protocol we all kind of did when we were in high school. We'd obsess over like one girl just at a time. And that was devastating for us. When you get a bit older and you start realizing, you think, you know what? Men shouldn't hard scope. Do you remember in Call of Duty, like with the sniper rifle, you can hard scope, and that's where you zoom into your target and you stare at them and you try and get them into the crosshair and then you shoot. Men should be quick scopers. That's when you're running around the map, you see someone, and you just try and shoot your shot as fast as possible. You don't fucking, you know, just like look at them for ages, like how we did in high school. You don't just look at her for ages, just obsessing over her. You just, at the moment you see her, just shoot your shot and see if she's actually going to be into you or not, right? Like, men should be quick scopers, not hard scopers. Mistake number 2. I arrange a party for everyone in the class. Okay, sweet. It was held at one of the girls' houses, and I invited Jessica. She arrived at the party and talked to me. I decided to introduce her to one of my friends to let them maybe get along, as I wasn't keen on spending much time with her. Party goes well, I have fun, I go home in the morning, simple. Then it comes to last night. I open WhatsApp and I see a flood of messages from girls I've took on dates, flirted with, and even spoke to. "Hey Anton, I heard some rumors and we need to keep distance outside of college until I know if it's true or not. What you said is fucked up. I can brush it under the carpet for now, but you can't be doing that. Yo, Anton, is this true what you said?" My heart sank. I messaged one of the girls asking what it was. She replied something similar to the following. "I'm not going to say who, but somebody told me that you get girls really drunk to sleep with them to rape them." I remained calm, simply messaged the girls saying, "Thanks for letting me know, I'll sort it out." Nice, powerful. We are leveling up on self-improvement. And one of the cases where it can help you the most is in chaotic times like this. This is when your test of stoicism, this is when your practice of meditation, this is when your stillness that is brought to you by journaling, this is when it will be tested. So I am so proud of this guy that instead of getting crazy emotional, he stayed calm and he's going to assess the situation and go about it in a calm manner. That's fucking really nice. If for anyone watching on YouTube, if you ever go through some chaotic moment like this, the most important thing you can do is stay calm and look at it from like a logical manner. Don't get crazy and like, text the girl right away. Hey, what are you saying? I never raped you. We just fucked once. Or like, well, don't do anything. Just calm down, calm down, calm down. Let me teach you something, actually. I remember there was a video on YouTube called Don't Talk to the Police. And it was one of these, probably this one. It's got loads of views, right? But basically, I learned this from a young age. I've never been arrested or anything, right? But I learned that this is what you should do. This is what people said, like from this video and from like random like comments and whatever. If anything ever happens to you where you might be arrested, it is of utmost importance that you do not say a fucking word. You only speak to your lawyer when they're there. And this is for if you're getting arrested by the police. But if something big is happening like this, it's similar. It is of utmost importance that you don't freak out. And for example, let's say you text the girl and you're saying, wait, what? I never raped you. Like we just had sex once. Now that's screenshot evidence where you have admitted that you've had sex. And you're thinking, well, yeah, but like, we did have sex. That's not the problem. But before this, before you said anything emotionally, the court, the jury, the police, they would have had to prove that you even had sex with her in the first place. Now that you've admitted it, you've just helped them. Like imagine the police arrest you one day and they're like, oh, we're arresting you under suspicion of rape of this girl. And you're like, wait, what? No, like we just went on a date. It was consensual. Like, it was all good. You've basically just admitted to having sex with her. Now all they have to do is she just says, yeah, no, it was rape. And then it's all on you. Before that point, they had to prove that you even had sex with her in the first place. It was harder for them, right? So it's like, don't fucking start no, I did once. No, shut the fuck up. Zero messages to the person who's trying to hurt you, right? So if a girl falsely accuses you of rape, or if another person accuses you of a crime that you've not committed, or anything like this, keep your mouth fucking shut and be extremely slow, calm, stoic. Sit there with a pen, a piece of paper, sit there with like a digital notepad on your computer and think, okay, what is my best move here? And be extremely careful. Texting the same person who's lying about you is not going to go well. So what is probably the best thing you can do in this situation is you go over to the text with that girl and you screenshot the entire thing, you screen record the entire thing, you back it all up. Best case scenario, what has saved quite a lot of guys is she's saying that you raped her, let's say on March 7th. But after that date, there's more text between you guys, and she's like, oh yeah, thank you for the date, just got home, it was nice, goodbye, yeah, good night, whatever. That's the one that's going to save you. That's the one that you start to show people and saying, hey, it's not real. She sent me this text afterwards. Would you send a guy a text like this if he fucking raped you? Of course not, right? She's just lying because she's just trying to get some attention, or she's just lying because I didn't want to kiss her yesterday. You say something like that to people and they instantly will be like, oh, okay, fair enough, I know what you mean. Like if imagine a girl, like in this case, he said, okay, girls are messaging him saying like, hey, what the fuck? Like, did you try and rape this girl? Imagine he has a text from the girl saying, oh yeah, haha, nice party, thanks for inviting me. He just needs to show them and say like, do you really think I did anything if she's texting me like this? All the girls would read that and be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Because no one would message their fucking rapist something like, oh, hey, thanks for the nice date. No one's going to do that, right? So that's the kind of stuff that keeps you clear. It is a shame that we live in the world where if you are a man and you've had consensual sex with a woman, you still need to be careful. Because it is he said, she said, fuck you, you're a fucking man, kill yourself, you misogynist little asshole. Kill yourself. She's a woman. Of course you did something to her. Look, she's crying. She's crying. Of course she's innocent. Of course she's telling the truth. Women wouldn't ever lie. This is how the court will go. She gets 3 points because she is a fucking woman. It's as simple as that. So you need as much calm stoicism as possible. You need as much evidence as possible. Here's a lesson I'm going to give you right now. Please, for the love of God, take it. Never, ever, ever delete any of your fucking messages with girls. Let's say you were single and you dated a couple of girls, you fucked a couple of girls, and then you end up getting into a relationship with your girlfriend. out of respect to your girlfriend, you would think, okay, well, I don't want to keep like old girls on my phone. I don't want to keep old messages. My girlfriend will be next to me one day on WhatsApp. She'll see it, whatever. Fair enough. If that's the case, back up those messages or just leave them there. And if your girlfriend says like, oh, hey, just delete those messages, it makes me feel uncomfortable, tell her the truth and say like, just in cases, because you never know. I know I sound crazy, but you just never know. Or you just screenshot them, screen record every conversation with a girl that you've had, which seems a bit sus. And it might not even like seem sus when it happens, and then like 3 months later, the girl might randomly start accusing you of rape or saying that you like stole from her, or like just all this weird shit, right? Anytime you feel a bit of a sus feeling for someone, back up all the evidence and make sure you don't delete it. There's been guys who have literally been freed from like being jailed for rape just because they had like screenshots of text messages. There's been guys who, when they were fucking a girl, they thought it was a bit suspicious, like for some reason their gut instinct told them to just put on the voice recorder app, the voice memo app. And I still remember this. I wonder if we can find it together. It was man gets falsely accused of rape in nightclub toilet voice memo. I think it was like a Germany immigrant or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But basically, from the story I remember was there was this guy who was in a nightclub once, and he's starting to kiss this girl. They go to the nightclub bathrooms, and they're about to fuck in the bathroom, and he just has the idea for some reason. Maybe because he just wants like fucking porn content to jack off too late. I don't know, but like he had the idea to just put on the voice memo app, and when it got transcribed, you can hear her say, like you can hear him say, "Hey, do you want me to put it in? You want me to fuck you?" And she's like, "Yes, put it in, put it in." He fucks her. It's all good. He makes the mistake the next day of calling her, and he ends up speaking to her friend, and he almost boasts about, "Oh, how we had sex in the bathroom." Her friend obviously is going to judge her for that, thinking, "Oh my god, my friend's a slut." And then the girl says, "No, it was rape." So he gets arrested. He gets taken to court, and the voice memo app saves him. Girls can even ruin your life just because they're kind of embarrassed, just because they had a boyfriend when they fucked you, just because their friend found out and started to judge them, whatever small reason. It can happen, and men have to start protecting themselves from this, because look, this is the case, right? This is just the world we live in. This can happen to you. False accusations happen to so many guys, and in the game of sex, it is dark. So always look out to protect yourself. Just like how women have been trained to like watch out for like predators and abusers, men need to be trained for the exact same thing. The only difference is, one, we don't have the culture of telling each other, "Hey, watch out," and also two, there's no like sex offenders register for women that they have to sign on to. Like if a woman falsely accuses you of rape, and you're put into jail unfairly, and eventually you're released because there was evidence to show that you didn't rape her, she won't be put on the sex offenders register. I think anyone sane would think, actually, yes, she should. Like if you're a man and you rape a woman, if you're a man and you hurt a child, for example, you get put on this register, which you legally have to tell people when you're about to have sex with them that you're basically a predator. You legally have to like almost declare it now, and it's so easy for anyone who knows you to kind of keep some distance from you, as it should be, right? As it should be. But there's no such thing for women. So this isn't us. Like, I don't want you to start thinking, women are shit, whatever. This is not men versus women. This is good people versus evil people. There's evil people from men. There's evil people who are women. So just bear in mind, she can end up regretting it afterwards. She might have cheated on her boyfriend. Her friend might have judged her. She might just regret it afterwards. She might have, like, who knows, bro? You might have triggered some trauma from her fucking uncle raping her when she was like 4 years old, and now like she thinks it was rape with you. Shit can fucking happen. It can happen, right? Now, this is less often than not, right? So, for example, if you date, this is a big number, so fair enough, but if you date about 50 girls, you probably may come across one who's a little bit crazy, especially if you get them from dating apps and if you get them from nightclub parties and probably like universities, similar, because they're the type of girls who would go to nightclubs and parties and stuff as well. If you end up going on 50 dates with 50 different women from fucking church, okay, that's going to be like extremely unlikely that one of them's going to be weird, or I mean, there might still be 50, still a big number, of course. But what I'm saying is there's a certain percentage of people who are just shitheads, men and women, and it's your duty to just be safe with this. Immediately, I started wondering, quizzing who and why. It was worded very specifically saying I do it to other girls, not actually someone specific. I put some dots together and narrowed it down to Jessica. I'm still trying to get to my head around why exactly she's done this to me. Is it out of anger, jealousy, attention? I don't know. Yeah, it's probably all of these. So it seems like she likes you. She was texting you a little bit, and you basically just made her feel rejected. Some girls, when they feel rejected by you, this is what happens, bro. Some girls can be fucking crazy. Luckily, I watched Hamza's video a while back and have voice recorded consent on my phone and have been safe about this. So like I said before, legally, I will be okay. But regardless, if I step in front of the class with a PowerPoint explaining my innocence, this is a ruined reputation. Slowly, it's getting shared to the class one by one. Yeah, so this is what you need to do. If you find yourself in this kind of situation, you need to go. This is like super specific advice. This is specifically if you find yourself in this kind of situation amongst a social circle, not amongst like, just like random people, let's say, because he's got a class, right? University or something. Go up to some of the high status girls, the popular girls you kind of know, and go speak to them. Oh, good morning. How are you today? And then they look at you a bit weird. Can I ask, did you see the text message? Have you heard that about me? It's fucking crazy, isn't it? It's not true. Can I show you the proof, by the way? I've started showing it to all the girls here. And she's like, yeah, go and show me. And you say, look, she texts me after the night saying, oh, yeah, I had a good night. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, and you say to the popular girl, like, you're not going to text that to a guy who's just raped you, right? She's like, I think because she's liked me and I didn't really want to get with her. So she said this, which is just horrible, isn't it? Like, no one really believes her. And then the girl will be like, oh, I hate when girls do this, whatever. That girl is going to start to now tell people like, oh, yeah, I don't believe it. And when the popular high status girl starts saying that about something like this, the rumor starts to die down because the people just, conform to the popular person standard. So you tell 2-3 people this, show them some screenshots, show them, oh yeah, she texted me after, like you just straight up and tell them like what to think, right? Tell them your thought pattern. If you go silent, by the way, they will all believe her automatically. I am telling you right now, please listen to me. This is fucking really important. Whether it is with bullying, whether it is with false accusations, whether it is with people making hit videos about you, do not be the bigger man. Fuck you. That's such a shit piece of advice. Like, imagine the bully comes behind school and he fucking slaps you and everyone's going to say like, oh, don't worry about him. Just be the bigger man and do nothing and let him do it more. Oh, don't worry about this girl spreading lies about you, destroying your fucking reputation. Do nothing. Don't even defend yourself. That's fucking bullshit advice. Bullshit advice. Defend yourself. Go up to everyone you know with a pretty confident manner and say to them, oh, good morning. Can I ask, have you heard something about me recently? I just wanted to clear the air. It's not true. Can I show you the evidence? If you do that with as many people as possible and you just look, I just want to, like, it's fucking, I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't want to be offensive. She's just fucking kind of weird. Like, she wanted to get with me that night. I said no to her, and then she just seemed like so angry and whatever. Because I like this other girl, right? So I didn't want to be with her. And then she started saying this about me. It's not even fucking true, right? She left early anyway. And look, she texted me after the party saying like, oh, thanks for the invite. She just like got home and just, I don't know, like, do you get what I mean? Sometimes people are like this, right? You need to go and defend your reputation. Do not sit idly by, because then people will start to believe it. So it's a bit shit that you have to do this, but the reason why, when you are going through something like this, you will have this energy inside of you. You won't be able to sleep, for example. You'll wake up in the middle of the night. It is of utmost importance that you actually honor that energy. That energy, like, don't be pissed off thinking, oh, I can't focus. Oh, I'm trying to read, but I can't focus. Oh, I can't sleep. No, that's literally your brain and your body telling you, hey, motherfucker, do something, you fucking stupid, lazy piece of shit. Do something. Message these fucking people and tell them the truth. Defend yourself. Right? Don't you fucking sit now or doing nothing, pretending that nothing's happening. I can't believe that that's the advice that people give to people when they're in a chaotic situation like this. Like, oh, just don't even let it affect you, bro. No, your brain and your body is literally telling you, hey, stop trying to sleep. This person's trying to fuck your life up. Message the people you know who have heard this rumor and text them and say, hey, just sending this. Hey, just wondering if you've heard something about me recently. I'm just going to send you a screenshot right now just so you know it's not true. And I just wanted to clear the air because the other girls I've sent it to, they know it's not true. And now I just want to clear the air, whatever, because it's a bit fucking weird. And I'm sure you can appreciate it's like fucking awful when someone makes lies about you and someone spreads rumors around you. Listen to the energy inside of you. It's telling you to defend yourself. I do not know what to do. I have college tomorrow and I don't know how to act, how to resolve this or anything. It's simply one woman taking another woman's word for it, and this is a really sticky situation. I hope somebody in this community can help me. Thank you for taking the time to read this. Help me spread awareness about this. Yeah, this is the thing, like, when something like this happens, girls have something which is girl code, where even though they haven't seen evidence of whatever one girl's saying, they'll kind of believe her just because she's a girl, basically. Like I've seen girls talk like this on, like, no, maybe not in person, but I've seen it like discussed on like social media. So like girls will just think, yeah, you should automatically believe a girl who says that she's been raped, which when she's your friend, it makes sense, fair enough, but like she could be lying. So it's your job to show the evidence to people. And it's like the 80-20 rule. You need to go up to the 20% of sort of like high status girls and also 20% of like the gossipers, the gossiping girls, the ones who talk to a lot of girls, and send it, speak to them in person or just text them. Honestly, that's probably the easiest thing. It's probably way easier to do that. Text each girl one by one and just say like, oh, hey, I've just sent this to a bunch of girls because, we all don't believe what this girl's been saying. And I just wanted to send it to you as well. Yeah, it's a lie. Here's the evidence. Look, she texted me afterwards and whatever. Just do that. And make sure you do it fucking quickly as well. My heart goes out to you, bro, because this is the type of shit you don't want to be dealing with. Life is hard enough. Like, you're in college, you're leveling up your fitness, you're studying, you're a young man trying to discover who you are, and you have something like this. So I'm so sorry you're going through some shit like this, bro. It must be fucking so upsetting to deal with this. Your forehead must be getting hot from like anger and the injustice. But you know what? Look, shit like this happens, and it's part of life. Some people are just gonna randomly target you and just do some bullshit, and stuff like this will happen to you, right? So, as much as I'm sorry that you're going through this, you're just gonna have to actually put one foot in front of the other and go through the awkwardness. So my big piece of advice for you, like the practical advice for you and for anyone watching on YouTube, if you end up in a situation like this, gather all the evidence, put it together in like a nice clean like iPhone notes page or something. So on the 17th of July, 10 p.m., she messaged me this. Here's a screenshot. She messaged me after the date. You wouldn't text a guy who's just raped you like, oh, hey, thanks for the date, whatever, you know what I mean? And then a month later, we keep texting, and look, she texts me that she's funny, she's into me, whatever. But now she's saying that I raped her 2 months before this. You wouldn't be texting your fucking rapist like, oh, hey, can't wait to see you again, right? So, I'd make a screenshot, like a iPhone notes page like this, shot the pages, and then I'd send it to like everyone who's kind of heard about it. Just text them and send it to them. Yeah, it's fucking shit you have to go through something like this, man. My heart goes out to you. And for anyone watching on YouTube, a lot of us guys have got like some kind of similar story with this, and it's fucking bullshit you have to go through this, man, honestly. It's really shit. It's fucking, there's some really shitty people out there. And maybe one day these people will realize like the damage they're doing just by saying this bullshit. Maybe. Let's read a couple of these comments. Keith said, damn, bro, your reputation is going to take a hit, but safety-wise, as long as you had verbal consent, I don't see how you could get into trouble. But still, this is such a dick move by that girl if she was really the one who spread that rumor. It seems really off. She would go to the police ASAP because of trauma it brings, so she wants to fuck your life because you did hers. Yeah, this is the thing. Look, if a girl ever tells you that she got raped, the way to like some people don't, okay, but I've always thought to myself, if a girl tells me she's been raped, my response will be like, oh my God, that's horrible. I can't believe it. What did the police say? And if she says, oh, I never went to the police, then I will stay away from her. Because either one, she's telling the truth. She got raped. She didn't go to the police. So she just let her fucking rapist just like, exist out in public. But the more likely thing is it wasn't as she said it. It was more like she had sex with him consensually, but he's a bit of an asshole, and now it's rape afterwards, right? She withdrew consent afterwards, which isn't allowed. Like, that's not fair, right? So if she says, yeah, the police, and then he got jailed, okay, fair enough. Oh, okay, fair enough. Like, that's fucking awful you went through that, fair enough. But a lot of like this false rape stuff, like the girl doesn't actually take it to the police, because she starts thinking like, okay, what the fuck? I don't have any evidence. This is crazy. I don't want to deal with it. Fine. Yeah. I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, he did rape me, but I don't want to deal with it, whatever. But that's a question you can always ask is if she went to the police and if the guy got jailed, still, there's a lot of guys who get jailed falsely as well, by the way, still. But like, it's more common that if she was falsely accusing someone, that she wouldn't go all the way to the police and everything. But that can still happen as well. Tell a male teacher that you respect what you've been accused of. Turn up the heat. Make her keep making up stories. Let it get serious. You are innocent and there's no proof. That's a pretty good thing as well, telling a teacher, because he will escalate it for you and say, like, look, this is a crime what she's committing as well. That's actually true. Yeah. Are you serious, bro? We all got your back here. If you need to hop on a call, let us know. I fucking love that. Doubly for fucking Logan in the chat, boys. I fucking love how supportive our community is. I hope that bitch gets thrown in jail. Even if you are 100% innocent, people's lives can get completely destroyed by this. Fired from your dream job, kicked out of college, deleted YouTube channel and social media accounts. Yeah. Thanks a lot, bro. If I didn't have this community, I don't know where I would actually go for help. It really makes me think of people who may kill themselves from things like this. Yeah, that's fucking so true. This is why, like, a shameless plug here, but bro, I'm so fucking proud of this community, this program that I sell. It's so affordable. If you've got like any extra money that you've wanted to invest into your self-improvement journey, like invest into your growth and becoming a man, this community that we have here where you can come and get support from other guys, where like, he's just said something crazy and one of the guys is like, oh, let's go on a call so I can help you feel better. And then I've made like a ton of courses and stuff which have got like way more like sort of detail if you want to build your physique, if you want to learn how to take a girl on a date, whatever. If you want all this, top link in the description. Yeah. I'm going to send this video to the guy who wrote this post, so if you want to write a comment, like a supportive comment on this video, he'll end up like reading the comments, which is always nice. We can gather and just make our brother feel like a bit more safe. Thank you for watching this. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.